Hey, it's Steve again. This is going to be our third video out of Uwharrie. Just getting in the vehicle. We're going to look for another location. Like I said, we had torrential rain. I think we get more today. It's still really overcast. Just trying to look for something here. Just use, as I showed you, I mean, you drive down a road here. I'm actually on a little camp road here. A little bit of stone in areas. A lot of it's washed out. And then you just see a little spot you can pull in. And if you're lucky, there might be a little fire pit there so you can burn. I'm not even sure what trail this is, what the name of it is. I think this one has something to do with a bike trail. This area in front of me is all washed out here. I did a couple of hikes. I've had no luck finding anything spectacular. I mean, the park's beautiful, wet, and believe it or not, it's not as buggy as I thought it was going to be. Although I did get chiggers from yesterday, the hike I did yesterday. So I made sure I sprayed myself pretty good today. Unfortunately, the stuff I have is the Off Sports, which has some kind of odd smell to it, which gets in your taste buds, and for hours, anything you eat or smell, anything smells like that aroma, that scent they stick in there. It's just nasty. But better that than ending up with some kind of tick disease or something. I will be checking myself really thoroughly. Back up here, I thought I saw a tent in the woods. Turn down my window here. So you're going to hear all kinds of car noises and stuff. And if this windshield mount just drops suddenly, I apologize. It doesn't stick very well. I literally have a box of granola bars holding it up, so it's very precariously put together. I need something more commercial. So like I said, I'm about a good couple of miles in here. It's a slow crawl out, but at least at this point you can drive. Now, once you get into these spots, there's multiple trails. I've been trying to stay near a trail or two. Don't park on top of it. I'll park down a ways and walk to the trail and then hike up and in. A lot of them are flooded. Some downed trees because of the winds and rain last night. Okay, so we got a tent in there. There's actually, if anyone's in it, let's see how they got in here, but somebody's over there. And I look like a homeless person. You wouldn't believe how much junk I've got in the back. I brought the Durango on this trip. Wasn't sure which one to bring. This is the Expedition. I got stuff in both, so no matter what I do, like I know something I forgot to bring is, not that there's any electric here, but extension cords, power cords, things like that. Hose. But like I said, there's no hookups, so it doesn't really matter. Little spot back there. As I go, I'm trying to look for anything in the distance. This area here is growing back in. They didn't do a burnout here probably a year or so ago. So you got very low foliage coming in. No more than 2.5 feet for the most part. But you can see the burns at the bottom of the tree, so that's why you see it dark. It appears with something dark and upright in the distance. It's just a 4-foot burn mark on the side of a tree. There's another little spot there you can pull in and stay. So I'm going to head out of this area here, continue heading east. I'm all turned around here. What I thought was north or south and vice versa, so I'm finally got my direction straight and see what I can find over there. There should be multiple like little roads that just go in. And like I said, this one was marked a little bit. I mean, it was a sign out front, but a lot of them have like nothing. I mean, if you don't know what you're looking for, you just drive right past. It looks like a little dirt road just going into a woods. Over here, it's totally flooded out. And every once in a while, you come across a stream. It appears to be a trail going that way. And you got to drive across this little dirt road and just hope nothing's undermining. trying to get AAA out here to pull you out of a ditch. And down here is a valley that falls off. Lots of huge boulders down there. Man, you wouldn't believe how many potholes are over here. It's so undermined from all that rain last night. You can see it bouncing us all over. Like I said in the previous video too, we're going to keep this going. I'm happy to get out. Of course, my conditions and my luck are just can't win. Last year we had those back-to-back hurricanes come where we had Bigfoot in the park, and we had to, luckily we were able to get into Lakeland. To incredibly downsize it, but it was still successful. We did good. Everyone loved it, and it got us kind of into Lakeland for our first Paracons there. And now our most recent Paracon was supposed to be a month ago, April 25th, and of course that had to be canceled because of the pandemic. So they moved that. We've moved that to October 17th. No, I mean, I'm just making sure I don't miss anything out here. That's what I came here for. And so now, since we've been shut because of that, I've been doing my best to try to get out and do some of these videos. Just take the show on the road. Let's go out and see things, investigate. And this has been one thing after another. Either town business. Now this is finally we're hoping to open at the end of this next weekend, Memorial Day, and of course then this storm comes up. This is back-to-back issues here. Like the world's falling apart. But we're doing our best. We're getting out there. Hopefully I can get some interns working with the museum again once we get open, so I can continue to do this. And I think we might go back to lesser hours is what I've been discussing. Pretty much discussing with myself. But we've been doing 7 days a week, 1 to 7 every day, and then ghost hunts at night and that kind of stuff. And I think I'm going to try to cut back, shut down maybe a Wednesday and a Tuesday or something like that. Maybe certain times of the year we'll go back to 7, but I need to get out and do more stuff, or just have things that I need to do personally. I have some days that I can actually go and visit family and not be a prisoner to the museum. I mean, the museum's very, very important to me, and it's important to the town to bring people in. But if I'm just relying on Medoc Mountain, which has been phenomenal, which is close, but even that, it's hard for me to get to when I'm running the museum 7 days a week and working as a town commissioner. So if I can at least get a few days off, because say like, you need me, call me or text me, because that's the only way you're going to find me those days. I can literally get on the road and keep these videos going. We got the podcast we're starting now, which I'll hopefully get a link in there. We've only done a test on it. But Ken Gearhart's going to be, I talked to him, and he's going to be one of our first guests along with Ronald Murphy. So we've got some really key people to start off with, so it's a nice way to start a podcast. And I'll be reaching out to other folks. And those folks are hurting too now. These are guys that doing the circuit, doing the shows, selling their books, talking, and everything's shut down. I mean, you don't realize how much this affects. It's not, it's the mom and pop shops. I mean, the ones in the big places are doing great. I mean, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. I mean, they're kicking butt. Supermarkets. It's the small odd things, entertainment, bars. Some of the restaurants have found a niche, done pretty well, but that's rare. They have to usually have something that just they can turn up and package, or a place that kind of walk out anyway. Was primarily their business and just steps it up because they can be very efficient at it. And some places just can't handle it. They're just not geared for it, or their clientele's an elderly clientele. I'm going through an area of power lines now. You've noticed it got brighter. Some very low trees here, so you can hear all the antennas hitting stuff. And I gotta go to the side here. We'll drive off the ditch. Big pothole right where I'm going over a stream. But yeah, it's crazy. We will survive. We will bounce back. We will come out of this on the other end, hopefully healthy. And all the rest of you, I hope the same too. I'm from up north, New York, and we've lost some friends, people we literally grew up with succumb to the virus. We're not talking super old either, like which seems to be what most people just assume. You tell them someone died, oh, they must have been in their 70s or 80s. And these are people in their 40s, 30s, 50s. So it can take anybody. And some of these people don't even have health issues. I mean, there was no rhyme or reason. I mean, who knows? They don't really know. But so I'm doing is trying to be healthy, trying to eat healthy. Although I was told the other day when I had to go in to get my prescription filled that I had to go to the clinic, which I wasn't too happy with. My cholesterol, one of my cholesterols, I couldn't even tell you which one, is a little on the high side, so we're going to address that. I am a red meat eater, so I think that's part of the problem. But I've been living off vitamins too, multivitamins, vitamin D, vitamin C, which actually I brought some with me, and it actually reminds me I haven't taken any today. So it's something, I haven't had a cup of coffee either, so. I will be stopping somewhere, set up my stove, my table, make myself a lovely cup of no brand instant coffee. That doesn't make me sick, God knows what will. But you can see this is, well, I don't know if you can see much out the windows here the way I have this camera set up, but it's a slow crawl, rocks, washouts. It's a long trail. At least you can drive into the heart of this area. Oh man, but this is, I gotta get a map of this park so I can work out where I've been and where these videos are all from. I know yesterday was Yates, and they're all called Primitive, and basically there's no facilities. And Yates actually saw a few tents over there. This one so far, as long and deep as this I've seen, one tent, not necessarily a sign of life. I wasn't gonna go bang on the tent to find out, but it is raining still on and off, so I would imagine there's someone in there just hunkered down reading or something. Sharp turn. Ooh, finally getting out here. Alright. So let me go find some other areas here. Hit a couple more trails. I see a trail help right next to me here. Trail marker back there. But once again, thanks for watching. We're going to get as many videos done as I can. And I'll get back with you now. I'm going to start heading, I believe, should be heading south. I got to double check. I'm still turned around. This way should be, that should be north-south, so that'd be correct. So I'm heading back out this way. All right, don't mind the confusion. All turned around here. And I'll be talking to you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks a lot. Hopefully I get another video to you in the next couple hours.